Fantasy fanfiction. Eat the frozen fruit and my undead will upgrade to a mythical beast. Chapter 1. In 1 month, there will be the big entrance exam. It's the most important day for you seniors. The students participating in the awakening ceremony today are the last group, but they are also the most glorious group. Because your profession is Beast Master. In Shanghai City, Beishi High School, the dean of students on the playground auditorium gave an impassioned mobilization speech. Under the stage, thousands of senior high school students gathered together, and the crowd was surging. Lin Ran was also standing in the queue, and his heart was filled with excitement. As a time traveler, he has been in this world where spiritual energy has been revived for several years. Hundreds of years ago, the spiritual energy of this world revived, and technology and spiritual power went hand in hand. Faced with a large number of invading ferocious beasts that also appeared hundreds of years ago, human beings were lucky enough to awaken to various high-level martial arts professions. In addition to professions such as warriors, magicians, priests, and assassins, there is also a relatively rare but more powerful profession. Beast Master. Humans with the talent of Beast Masters sign contracts with various types of summoned beasts through the Beast Master laws of the Void, and use the beasts for their own use, gaining powerful combat power. When a Beast Master reaches the entry level, he can awaken his beast for the first time and sign up for his first summoned beast. There are 1,000 seniors in this class of high school, and less than 1 in 10 has the talent of being a Beast Master. Lin Ran is lucky to be one of them. Directly in front of the playground, 8 magic crystal pillars were erected. Under the guidance of the teachers of each class, a total of 83 first-level Beast Master students in this senior year stepped forward one after another, stretched out their hands to press the crystal pillars, and used their mental power to communicate with the Void Beast Master laws and initiate the awakening of Beast Masters. The magic crystal pillars emit soft light and envelope the students. Summoning arrays with complex and exquisite patterns lit up on the ground in front of the new Beast Master, and the summoned beasts were summoned. Class 5, Grade 3, Ludashan. Elemental Beast Little Stone Monster. Bronze Level Potential. The teachers announced loudly based on the beast summoned by the students. Grade 3, Class 7, Shushoyan. Plant-based Beast, Tiny Herb Seed. Silver Level Potential. As the teachers announced, voices of admiration and envy kept coming from the students in the audience. Silver Level. It's still a plant type, so you're lucky. The professional levels of human beings range from the 1st realm to the 9th realm. The levels of Beast Masters from low to high are black iron, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond and higher. The Beast Master starts from the black iron level, and will complete an evolution every time it reaches a higher level. At this moment, the cute ball elf with a tuft of grass growing on its head is floating in the air in front of a girl named Shushoyan. It looks ordinary, but it has silver level potential. This means that according to the evolution lineage of the beast, this tiny herb seed will gradually evolve into a bronze level broken leaf elf and even a silver level flower fairy. The awakening ceremony is still going on, and students are constantly awakening the beasts with various levels of potential. Most of the potentials are bronze level, and a few are silver level. But occasionally a beast master with gold level potential appears, causing a stir in the audience. Even the dean and even the principal on the stage couldn't help but be overjoyed. The new Beast Masters with different luck also had different moods. They were either smiling or despondent, reciting the contract spell and signing a contract with the summoned beast. Soon, it was Lin Ran's turn. The classmates from Grade 3 and Grade 4 behind him all cheered Lin Ran up. Come on Lin Ran. Awaken to the gold level. Bring glory to our class. Lin Ran walked to the 4th magic crystal pillar in the front and center. He took a deep breath, reached out and pressed the magic pillar, closed his eyes and used his mental power to communicate with the beast control laws in the void. The magic crystal pillar lights up softly. There was a gentle breeze blowing, picking up gravel and flying leaves on the playground. A dark magic circle with complicated patterns lit up on the ground in front of Lin Ran, attracting the attention of everyone. Lin Ran's classmates held their breaths in nervous anticipation. In the magic circle, a thin figure slowly emerged and rose. After the light dissipated, the figure of the Beast Master appeared. It was a small skeleton that seemed to be extremely weak, holding a broken bone shield and a rusty long sword in its hands. Two weak pale flames were burning in the hollow eyes, as if they might be extinguished at any time. The little skeleton stood tremblingly, holding a weapon and looking around blankly, looking extremely pitiful. The broadcasting teacher standing next to Lin Ran couldn't help but take a breath, calmed down, and spoke loudly. Grade 3, Class 4, Lin Ran. The Undead Beast Skeleton Warrior. Potential. Black Iron Level. The huge uproar was like wind blowing through a wheat field, spreading like a tide across the entire playground. All the senior high school students couldn't help but widen their eyes. Undead System. Black Iron Level. This is simply unlucky. Among the summoning categories of Beast Masters, the Undead type is almost the most unpopular category and no one cares about it. In the past hundreds of years of history, few Undead Beast Masters can become truly strong. Because in the known evolution lineage of beast controlling, there are almost no high-level Undead-type beasts, and the growth potential of such beasts is very low. Like the skeleton warrior summoned by Lin Ran at this moment, it currently has Black Iron level strength and only has Black Iron level potential, which means that it can hardly evolve once and can only be a skeleton warrior for its entire life. Low roars of laughter could be heard from the crowd, and the students in Class 3 and Class 4 were extremely annoyed and regretful about Lin Ran's luck, and couldn't help but loudly comforted him. Lin Ran is fine. This is just the first awakening. When you reach the second level of Beast Master, you will definitely sign other better Beast Masters. That's right, use this skeleton for whatever you want, just throw it away later. Hearing the comfort from the classmates behind him, Lin Ran felt warm in his heart, but he just smiled and waved his hand. It doesn't matter. There are no useless Beast Masters, only ineffective Beast Masters. He turned to look at the little skeleton summoned in front of him. The other person seemed to be looking back at him timidly. Lin Ran smiled at the little skeleton, took a step forward, stretched out his hand and gently pressed it on the opponent's chest, spoke softly, and recited the Beast Master's contract spell quietly and solemnly. You and I are not masters and servants, but partners. From now on we will face the enemy side by side, sharing the burden of life and death. The stars serve as a warning, and the laws serve as proof. Our contract will be as strong as friendship, witnessed by this starry sky, and last forever. Unlike other people's perfunctory procedures, this contract, which has been repeated thousands of times by countless Beast Masters, was read out in Lin Ran's mouth at this moment, but it was sincere, and sincere that was touching. The little skeleton seemed suddenly stunned, staring blankly at the master in front of him, the pale soul fire in his eyes burning and trembling, then slowly knelt down on one knee, holding the sword in front of him like a knight, and lightly bowed his head. His thin body looked solemn at this moment. Knight's Oath. The old principal on the viewing platform couldn't help but feel slightly moved. The well-informed teachers in many classes in the audience also showed a bit of shock. The relationship between the master and the summoned beast is contractually equal, but only a very small number of truly loyal summoned beasts will make such an oath to their master. Lin Ran was also slightly stunned. At the same moment, a cold electronic voice suddenly sounded in his ears. Beast Control, the loyalty of the skeleton warrior has been increased to 100 points. System activation conditions are met. Congratulations to the host for successfully binding the Beast Control synthesis system and opening the lottery roulette. The host gets one chance to draw a lottery. At the end of the awakening ceremony, the new Beast Masters took their contracted summoned beasts back to the Beast Master space and returned to their own class queues. Lin Ran also walked back to the queue of Class 3 and 4, but when he came down, he had a strange look on his face. However, in the eyes of the students in Class 4, they regarded it as being depressed because of awakening the undead summoned beast, so they swarmed around Lin Ran and offered all kinds of comfort and encouragement. Xiao Qing, the female head teacher of Class 4, also stepped forward and softly comforted Lin Ran. Don't be discouraged, Lin Ran. Awakening the contracted summoned beast for the first time involves luck. As long as you keep working hard and your strength reaches the second level of Beast Master, you can summon and sign more Beast Masters, and you will also have the opportunity to transfer from the Undead system to another class. There will still be a vast world waiting for you. Facing the comfort from teachers and classmates, Lin Ran seemed to have come back to his senses, with a smile on his face. Teacher, don't worry, everyone, I'm fine. By the way, I want to go home first. There are other things, let's talk about it tomorrow. After greeting his classmates and teachers, Lin Ran left in a hurry. Looking at Lin Ran's leaving figure, the students in class 4 were all sighing. Lin Ran is so unlucky. It happened that I awakened and summoned the undead beast. God is so unfair. His usual training results and talents are obviously the best in our class. What a pity. Xiao Qing, the head teacher, looked at the direction Lin Ran left with a look of sympathy and worry in his eyes. Although she was comforting Lin Ran just now, she actually knew very well, not to mention that it was extremely difficult and costly for a beast master to switch to another type. And even if you change systems, you still have to be promoted to at least level 2 or above. For ordinary beast masters, it takes less than half a year to advance from level 1 to level 2, for undead beast masters, it takes even longer. But, in 1 month, there will be the big entrance exam for school. Thinking of Lin Ran's low mood, but still, pretending to be strong, just now, Xiao Qing couldn't help but let out a sigh. Pity. Lin Ran returned home. The furnishings and decoration of the home are plain and simple. As a time traveler, he is a standard orphan in this world, so he usually receives extra care and attention from his classmates and teachers at school. His life is actually very comfortable, but when he returns home occasionally, he inevitably feels a bit deserted. But at this moment, Lin Ran's mind was not on this at all. Sitting in front of the sofa in the living room, his heart was beating loudly and he couldn't wait to call out. System, come out. A soft light suddenly lit up in front of him, and a translucent virtual panel came into view. Beast Controlling Synthesis System. Close black lens bracket. The lottery roulette function is currently open, please explore more functions. Close black lens bracket. What a system. Lin Ran usually has a calm personality, but at this moment, he couldn't hide his joy. The potential of undead beast control is very low. When summoned, black iron is often summoned, and the upper limit is only black iron. When bronze is summoned, the upper limit is only bronze. In the evolutionary pedigree of beast control, it seems that the undead beast control will never have a mature and complete evolutionary main line. This has been personally experienced by countless senior undead beast masters over the past hundreds of years. As an excellent student, Lin Ran naturally knows this, so although he had previously accepted the result of such an awakening, he was still a little worried about the future. But it's different now. The Golden Finger system is at hand. Beast Control Synthesis System, as you can see from the name, it perfectly fits his current situation and needs. Lin Ran found the eye-catching lottery roulette option on the system panel, reached out and tapped it. The panel quickly switched screens, and a lottery roulette quickly appeared in front of his eyes. The roulette wheel lists a dazzling variety of prize categories: Resident Evil, T-Virus Reagent, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Blood of the Titan Soldier, Crow Card, Dark Sword Manual, Two-Sleeved Green Snake, Renren Fruit Chopper, Common People, Form. Different prizes are marked with different levels by the system. For example, the Green Snake Sword Manual with 2 sleeves is A+ grade, the T-Virus Reagent is C grade, and the Renren Fruit in the form of Ordinary People is F grade. Lin Ran noticed that there was a line of text in the upper right corner of the roulette interface: number of draws, 1, which was included with the system he had previously bound. Then there is only one chance now. At times like this, it's all about luck. Lin Ran took a deep breath and reached out to tap the lottery round button in the center of the roulette wheel. Press. The wheel starts spinning. T-Virus Reagent, Blood of the Titan Soldier, Everyone Fruit, Common People Form, Zanpakuto Flowing Blade like Fire. The pointer kept jumping from prize to prize, and Lin Ran's heart tightened slightly subconsciously, eyes widening for fear of missing the final result. Finally, the roulette wheel slowly stopped spinning. The pointer freezes. At the same moment when the lottery results came into view, Lin Ran heard the cold mechanical electronic sound of the system in his ears, but at this moment it sounded like celestial music to his ears. The lottery ends. Close black lens bracket. Congratulations to the host for winning the S-level prize. Devil Fruit, Frozen Fruit. Close black lens bracket. The next second, accompanied by ice blue light, a green fruit with a spiral pattern that exuded a sparkling cold air slowly fell into Lin Ran's hands. Frozen Fruit. The huge feeling of happiness almost made Lin Ran faint for a moment. In the world of One Piece, Admiral Aokiji's Devil Fruit. The pinnacle of ice in the natural system. The user can gain terrifying control over the power of the ice element, and the fruit's ability is developed to the extreme, and can even freeze the sky and sea. If it weren't for the system text prompting that the frozen fruit in his hand could only be used by summoned beasts, Lin Ran would have wanted to eat this treasure on the spot. To use the prize, the host first needs to summon the beast. Close black lens bracket. The system prompt came again. Lin Ran came back to his senses, no longer hesitated, and quickly followed the instructions, using his mental power to summon the only beast in his beast control space. The dark magic circle lit up on the floor of the living room. The little skeleton holding a sword and a shield appeared in front of his master again, looking around warily, and finally stood upright in front of Lin Ran. This time, Lin Ran finally clearly saw the attribute panel of this little skeleton. Name: Skeleton Warrior. Attribute: Undead type. Growth qualification: Top grade Black Iron. Current level: Low grade Black Iron, level 1. 4-dimensional values: Strength 9, Agility 7, Spirit 5, Endurance 9. The 4-dimensional attributes of a normal human being are between 5 and 8 points. The value of this little skeleton is at best slightly stronger than that of an adult strong man. It is definitely the weakest among beast controllers of the same level. At this time, the system panel in front of Lin Ran flickered, and 2 empty selection boxes appeared side by side. The Beast Skeleton Warrior detected. Close black lens bracket. Synthetic item detected, frozen fruit. Close black lens bracket. Whether to confirm the selection. Close black lens bracket. Confirm. The next moment, icons symbolizing Skeleton Warrior and frozen fruit simultaneously appeared in the 2 juxtaposed boxes. The synthesis conditions have been met. Whether to start synthesis. Close black lens bracket. Lin Ran took a deep breath and nodded vigorously. Start. As Lin Ran finished speaking, the frozen fruit in his hand suddenly floated up out of thin air to the top of the little skeleton's head, and then turned into a substantial ice-blue stream of light that poured down like a waterfall, completely covering the little skeleton's body. At the same time, the 2 icons symbolizing Skeleton Warrior and frozen fruit on the system panel also began to move closer to the middle. Lin Ran watched with bated breath. The 2 icons quickly moved closer together until they overlapped perfectly. The moment they merge into one icon, suddenly a bright brilliance burst out, rushing towards Lin Ran, filling his field of vision. Lin Ran only felt a roar in his head, and an endless stream of light seemed to fly past him. The next second, then he entered another world. This is an expanse of snow-white land of extreme ice, with rugged icicles that are thousands of meters high rising from the ground, towering into the sky. Above the sky, there are shocking space-time cracks all over the void, emitting a gorgeous and strange death light. The ferocious beasts surged out of the cracks endlessly, but the next second they surged out, they instantly turned into ice sculptures. They lost their vitality and fell from an altitude of 10,000 meters, shattering into powder. Billions of ice sculptures fill the sky, like stars falling and pouring rain. A magnificent scene that is shocking to the extreme. At the end of this scene, there is a towering ice tower surrounded by countless towering icicles and stars, as if it were ascending to the sky. At the highest point of the ice tower, there is a figure wearing a large cloak standing with a sword. The figure is thin and upright. The entire body's bones seem to be cast from the most crystal-clear blue ice in the world, exuding a dreamlike sheen and carrying the majesty of frost-like coldness. The figure alone faced the billions of ferocious beasts in the sky. But only relying on his own strength, it was able to forcefully suppress the monstrous flames of those billions of ferocious beasts. Lin Ran looked hard, and the person on top of the ice tower seemed to notice his gaze, and suddenly turned his head and looked back. That's a pair. An ice-blue soul flame that surges, burns and dances like the sea. The moment they looked at each other from afar, Lin Ran's mind suddenly roared again. The law of beast control in the void trembled violently, and an ancient and complicated evolutionary genealogy tree was reflected in the depths of the beast control master's eyes. Starting from the very bottom of the trunk, it continues to grow and spread upward. The icy blue life light circulates and lights up each evolutionary fulcrum one by one. Until the highest point of the branches of this evolutionary lineage, the brightest and brightest branch, lights up. It is a string of ancient and obscure beautiful words. But at this moment, Lin Ran suddenly had a strange and familiar understanding in his heart, and understood the connotation of the words. Guardian of the permafrost land. Open black lens bracket the cold prison king close black lens bracket. Comma. When Lin Ran was still immersed in the shocking pictures of the extreme ice world. Outside the room where he lives, an astonishing phenomenon suddenly appeared in the night sky of Shanghai City. The starlight broke through the night, the clouds rolled and set off mighty vortex ripples, and the laws and spiritual energy of the entire heaven and earth space were violently shaken. The icy blue light runes seemed to have substance, falling lightly from the night sky with the stars. Within a radius of hundreds of miles, all ice-type professionals and ice-type beast masters were pleasantly surprised and benefited, feeling that their own and even the beast masters' levels had been significantly improved. And there are a handful of truly powerful people with outstanding talents and even extensive knowledge, but their minds are swaying and shaking because of this vision itself. Shanghai City, Xigong Office. The middle-aged man who was the highest chief executive of Shanghai suddenly opened his eyes with a look of shock and surprise. As a dignified 6th-level beast master, he can feel the power of the majestic laws contained in this night sky vision, and he can easily recognize the origin of this vision. This is, same moment, Southeast Province, provincial capital, Kanglan City. In the backyard of an exquisite garden, a young man with a handsome face and extraordinary bearing suddenly raised his head and looked at the southern night sky with a surprised look on his face. Only those with top talent in beast control will have natural phenomena when they awaken. But this kind of strange formation. The southeastern province, between the mountains in the extreme west. In the forest, a 2-meter-tall, burly and rugged man stepped on the corpse of a ferocious beast that was at least gold level. He looked up at the night sky and couldn't help but exclaimed. At least, does it have to be diamond high-grade talent to awaken the beast master? Which old reclusive monster came out to show off? Or, is there any young peerless evildoer among those families? Southeast Province, the extreme southern sea. Between the rocks and the raging waves, a beautiful woman in green clothes stood barefoot, followed by a magical blue unicorn-like beast. The woman's black hair was like a waterfall, casually scattered behind her shoulders. She turned her head and looked north, her eyes were as bright as stars, and she spoke softly. Diamond level. Wrong. Could it be? Is it Grandmaster level? At the moment, Lin Ran had no idea that the vision he had caused had shaken the entire Shanghai City and even the entire southeastern province. Thoughts returned to reality. He was still thinking about the shocking images he had just seen, as well as the ancient and complicated text messages. On the system virtual panel in front of him, the light of the icons merged into one grid has gradually dissipated. Only an icon of the ice blue skull symbolizing the new beast is left, lying quietly in the synthesis grid of the system panel. At the same time, the fusion of frozen fruit and small skeleton is also coming to an end. The icy blue energy falling like a waterfall was gradually absorbed by the undead summoned beast wrapped in it. The original skeletal warrior appeared in front of the master with a brand new appearance. The skeleton of the whole body has obviously been raised by more than 10 centimeters, making it appear taller and straighter. The bones of the body have changed from the original gray-white to crystal clear pure white, with a faint blue light flowing in them. The hands, starting from the palms to the forearms, have been replaced by solid-colored ice crystal bones, exuding a dangerously cold air. In the empty eye sockets, the two soul flames turned from pale to ice blue. Deep is the sea, faintly burning and beating. It seems like it's always ready to boil. Lin Ran held his breath in anticipation and couldn't wait to check the attribute panel of his first beast in front of him. But the moment I saw the first few lines of information text, I was almost stunned by the shock. Name: Ice Blue Bone Guard. Attributes: Ice System, Undead System. Growth Potential: King's Middle Grade. Not a top quality diamond. Not at the Grandmaster level either. But, King level. The levels of Beast Masters range from low to high. The first 6 levels are Black Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Diamond. For a new Beast Master, it is quite rare for the first Beast Master in the contract to have Gold level potential. This time, out of the total 83 new Beast Masters at Shiroishi High School, less than 5 signed Gold level Beast Masters, which is evident from this. As for the freshmen who can contract with platinum-level beast masters, there are probably only a few in the entire Shanghai city. As for the diamond-level beast, looking at the entire southeastern province, he is definitely the most dazzling talent, and the Federation must attach great importance to it and make every effort to cultivate it. Diamond level and above. It is the Grandmaster level. Beast Masters of this level are basically not something new Beast Masters can get by summoning a contract for the first time, and they are even rarer. The owners are all giants, the top experts in the Federation. For example, Yan Baidian, the current Sikyong envoy of Shanghai City, as the #1 Beast Master of Shanghai City, was extremely lucky to get a Thunder Ancient Ape with Grandmaster level potential only after he was promoted to the 4th level. At present, this Thunder Ancient Ape has been trained to the middle grade Diamond level. If it can continue to break through to the top, it can evolve into a true Master level 1000 Thunder Demon Ape. By then, Yan Baidian is expected to be promoted to another level from the position of Shanghai City Sikyong. Became the Grand Sikyong in charge of the entire southeastern province. Going up to the Grandmaster level. That's the King level. The owner must be a pillar-level existence in the Federation, a true strong man in the country, or an ancestor who is an ancestor of the oldest and most prominent family in the Federation. In the past 100 years, the first new Beast Master who was contracted to be a King-level Beast Master after awakening for the first time. Never had. Lin Ran is the first one. The unprecedented happiness almost made Lin Ran faint. He tried to calm down and continued to look down at the attribute panel of Ice Blue Bone Guard. Current level low-grade Black Iron, level 1. 4-dimensional values: Strength 90, Agility 90, Spirit 200, Endurance 90. Beast control skills: Cold Hell Bloodline, passive skill, LV9, an ethnic group from the extreme ice-cold prison, which has strong immunity to ice damage and ice negative effects, and can use the power of extreme ice to attack, recover and repair your own injuries. Elementalization, active skill, LV9, born from the permafrost soil, it can transform any part of itself into ice elements. When elementalized, the parts will be immune to physical attacks. Ice Blade, active skill, LV1, summons ice elements to shape ice blade weapons out of thin air. The strength of the ice blade is related to the strength of mental power. Ice Cube Storm Pheasant's Beak, active skill, LV1, gathers cold air on the right arm and releases a giant ice bird. It has a powerful impact and will freeze wherever it goes. King of Eternal Frost, active skill, LV1, summons ice elements to build your own main battlefield. When stepping on the eternal ice, the Ice Blue Bone Guard in action will receive a 50% 4-dimensional attribute bonus. Use full power to cast Eternal Frost Age. The field construction lasts for 5 minutes, and 100% 4-dimensional attribute bonus is obtained within 5 minutes. The Power of the King, passive skill, LV9, personal suppression from the King level. Other attribute beasts that are within 3 major levels of one's own current strength will be suppressed by up to 50% of their combat power. Beasts of the same attribute will be suppressed the most, 70% combat effectiveness. After reading it, Lin Ran lost his composure and opened his mouth into a big O shape. This Ice Blue Bone Guard with King-level potential was even more powerful than he imagined. The 4-dimensional attributes, strength, agility and endurance were directly increased by 10 times, almost crushing all the beasts in the Black Iron level. Even Lin Ran had seen a certain senior's silver-level potential, Wasteland Wolf, in the previous term, and its attributes when it had just evolved to high-level bronze were inferior to this Ice Blue Bone Guard. There is also the mental attribute, which is originally the weakest shortcoming of the Skeleton Warrior. Today's Ice Blue Bone Guard has directly increased its value by more than 30 times, becoming the most incredible strength, comparable to those silver-level beast masters who are good at spirit. In addition, the skills of this Ice Blue Bone Guard are also more powerful than the last. Ice Blade and Ice Cube Storm Pheasant Mouth, these two skills should be derived from the abilities of the frozen fruit. The buff bonus brought by the more powerful active skill, Eternal Frost King, is even more astonishing. Especially within the 5 minutes of casting the field, Eternal Frost era, the Ice Blue Bone Guards fighting in the field can even the best Silver Beast Master defeated him in battle. There is also the most outrageous skill, King's Power. Let the Ice Blue Bone Guard's ability to leapfrog challenges reach another level. According to Lin Yang's simple speculation, with his king-level personality suppression, if the opponent he encounters is an ice or undead beast. So even if the opponent is gold level in strength, his Ice Blue Bone Guards may have the power to maneuver. Visit 3 realms to fight monsters. Black iron versus gold. Just thinking about it made Lin Ran take a breath and feel his scalp numb. It is indeed a beast with king-level potential. So scary. Lin Ran looked at the little skeleton in front of him. He was no longer the pitiful skeleton warrior. The ice blue flames burning in the eyes of the Ice Blue Bone Guard were as deep as the sea, making him vaguely seem to see the figure of the king standing on the ice tower, fighting against hundreds of millions of ferocious beasts. From now on, I'll call you Deep Blue. The soul fire in the eyes of the Ice Blue Bone Guard named Deep Blue flickered and jumped, as if he was joyful. Then it held its sword across its chest, slowly knelt down on one knee, and saluted again just like it had done before on the playground of White Rock High School. Looking at the dark blue in front of him, Lin Ran was filled with emotions. I originally thought that the frozen fruit given by this system would allow the little skeleton to easily obtain abilities similar to those of General Aokiji. But now it seems, this synthesis system uses frozen fruit as an introduction, activating and lighting up a complete top-level evolutionary path belonging to the skeleton warrior in the beast control evolutionary lineage that has been sealed for thousands of years. This system, it's so awesome. After sighing with emotion, Lin Ran came back to his senses and remembered to care about the lovely system that had been neglected for a long time. At this moment, the translucent system virtual panel has returned to the previous level lottery interface. The original lottery wheel has been changed to a darker color. The number of draws in the upper right corner of the interface has changed to 0, and there is an additional line of countdown numbers. Cooling time: 29 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes and 03 seconds. Lin Ran suddenly realized that the cooling period for the lottery roulette wheel was as long as a month. This means that he can only conduct a lottery once a month. In addition, Lin Ran discovered that there is an additional progress bar pattern in the upper right corner of the interface. System New Function Activation, 0/100. After asking about the system, Lin Ran learned that in addition to the lottery roulette, the system had other functions. The activation method is to obtain energy points by killing ferocious beasts. Currently, to activate the next new function, 100 energy points are required. Although he didn't know how many ferocious beasts it would take to kill 1000 energy points, now that he had the newly evolved Ice Blue Bone Guard, Lin Ran had confidence. Looking at the cold and handsome little skeleton dark blue in front of him, Lin Ran smiled. He was also a little impatient, wanting to try out the Deep Blue's fighting power. Came to school the next day. In the classroom of Grade 3 and Grade 4, the head teacher Xiao Qing announced a news on the podium. This afternoon, the school organized a secret trial for all third-year students. Similar to the school simulation test in Lin Ran's pre-travel world, it is designed to test everyone's actual combat ability and prepare for the subsequent college entrance examination. I hope everyone will perform well and bring glory to our class. The beautiful class teacher on the podium was smiling and encouraging her classmates. The students in the audience looked at each other, not very confident. After all, most of the students in their 4th class have only awakened to ordinary combat professions, and there are only 6 or 7 beast masters. The luckiest one has only contracted a silver qualified beast master, which is incomparable with the gold qualified beast masters from other classes. Not to mention, there is also a guy in the class who is contracted to be a black iron level beast master. The students looked at Lin Ran in the last row of the classroom with a bit of regret and sympathy. This result must be at the bottom. Sensing the glances from his classmates, Lin Ran burst into laughter and kept a low profile. No wonder he became a low-key figure in the eyes of his classmates. Shen Yang, the deskmate sitting next to Lin Ran, was eager to give it a try. Old Lin, watch this, I will definitely shine in this secret trial. Shen Yang's awakened profession is not a beast master, but an ordinary warrior type, but the awakened skills are quite useful. A defensive, guardian of earth. An attacking, rock sword. Attack and defense are integrated, and the victory is high in defense, which ordinary people cannot defeat. More importantly, if Shen Yong can be promoted to level 3, with luck, he may have the opportunity to switch to the relatively rare Rock Shield Fighter, which is a tank partner that is very favored by other major professions. As a deskmate, Lin Ran was enthusiastically shown off by Shen Yong about his current attribute panel. Name, Shen Yong. Level, low grade in the first realm. Occupation, warrior, earth element. 4-dimensional values, strength 16, agility 11, spirit 9, endurance 20. Look, the strength and endurance are top-notch. Shen Yong proudly boasted to Lin Ran. There will be a trial in the secret realm this afternoon. If we can meet each other, I promise to take you flying. Lin Ran nodded with a smile on his face and did not refute. But in fact, it's not certain who will fly whom. The Beastmaster's combat effectiveness mainly relies on beast control, and his own panel attributes are not strong. But as compensation, the beast control laws of the Void stipulate that the beast control master can share and obtain 20% of the 4-dimensional attributes of the beast as a bonus to his own strength. Some new beast masters are contracted to powerful beast masters with gold or even platinum level potential, and the shared attribute bonuses at the beginning are quite generous, comparable to some low-level combat professions. Now, the Skeleton Warrior contracted by Lin Ran has evolved into the Ice Blue Skeleton Guard. A beast master with king-level qualifications. The 20% attribute sharing rule has also made the attribute panel of Lin Ran, a beast master, take off. Open black lens bracket name close black lens bracket, Lin Ran. Level 1 of the first realm. Occupation Beast Master Undead. 4-dimensional numerical value. Strength 6 + 1 8. Agility 7 + 1 8. Spirit 6 + 4 0. Stamina 7 + 1 8. Added together, Lin Ran's current 4-dimensional attributes are Strength 24, Agility 25, Spirit 46, and Endurance 25. Let's not mention the little skull, dark blue. His current personal combat power is enough to go head-to-head with a mid-level warrior in the first realm. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Beishi High School, Secret Trial Hall. Under the organization and arrangements of teachers in each class, nearly 1,000 high school students who participated in the secret trial have successively put on monitoring bracelets. The purpose of the bracelet is, on the one hand, to monitor the safety of students. If they are in danger, they will be forcibly teleported out of the secret realm. On the other hand, the bracelet will be responsible for recording the data of students killing ferocious beasts in the secret realm in real time and accumulating points. Students who rank in the top 100 points will receive rewards corresponding to their rankings. The top 10 will each receive a piece of silver-level equipment. Ranked first, the reward is a golden weapon. The dean stood on the stage and made an announcement to the students. The crowd was in uproar. Goldware. In this world of spiritual recovery, the levels of equipment and props are also from low to high, including black iron, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamonds, stars, legends, myths, and so on. A piece of equipment with effects that fit a profession and powerful attributes can provide considerable combat power increases and bonuses to the corresponding profession. The price of gold-level equipment on the market starts at least 1 million federal coins. Many students who claim to have sufficient strength are already excited and gearing up. Shen Yong whispered next to Lin Ran. The school really spent a lot of money this time, but we definitely won't get the rewards for the top 10. There is a high probability that it will be taken away by those beast masters who have contracted gold qualifications to control beasts. Lin Ran glanced at the crowd around him. Several new beastmasters contracted with gold-level beastmaster qualifications were extremely conspicuous, surrounded by stars and moons from their classmates. Lu Li from Class 3, a barbarian bull beast with low-grade gold qualifications. Zhao Qian from Class 1 is a snow elf with low-grade gold qualifications. Zhou Hao from Class 6 is a flame wolf with middle-grade gold qualifications. Besides, at this time, a beautiful figure in the crowd attracted Lin Ran's attention. It was a girl with a refreshing ponytail. With a tall and slender figure, a bright and charming face, slightly raised eyebrows, and a dashing swordsman uniform, he stands tall and proud in the crowd, as straight as a javelin. Shen Yong followed Lin Ran's gaze and his eyes lit up. That's Mu Qingyao, the monitor of Class 10. Although I am not a beast master, my awakened profession is a special branch of the swordsman department. Light spirit sword user. The profession of light swordsman is so rare and precious that it is even more precious than a beast master who has contracted a gold level qualification to control beasts. The first level awakened light spirit sword user is in its original form. When it reaches the third level, it will turn into spur of wind. If one breaks through to the sixth realm and becomes a storm sword judge, the terrifying increase in combat power will even be enough to compete with the seventh realm experts from ordinary professions. A true proud daughter of heaven. Shen Yang sighed beside Lin Ran. The top spot in this secret realm trial is probably hers. Lin Ran looked away from the bright and dazzling beautiful girl not far away. Hearing the comments from his deskmate, he smiled slightly. That's not necessarily the case. At this time, the dean on the stage finished his explanation and cleared his throat. So, the trial in the secret realm has officially begun. As soon as he finished speaking, the huge teleportation circle on the ground in the trial hall lit up. The next moment, all the senior high school students were surrounded by light and teleported into the secret trial realm. Secret realm, Kanglin Highlands. The endless wilderness is covered with rocks and overgrown weeds, and the air exudes a dangerous atmosphere of defeat and chill. In order to avoid forming a team in advance, the senior high school students participating in the trial were teleported to different locations. Lin Ran walked out of the teleportation array and found himself on a slope. There was no one around, so he summoned Shen Lan first. The law of beast control in the void was pulling and shaking, and an ice-blue array with complicated and ancient lines lit up on the ground in front of Lin Ran. A shimmering frosty mist filled the air, and a tall skeleton guard with a crystal-clear body stepped out of it. Blue light flows, and the ice-blue soul flame burns and dances in the eyes. The surrounding temperature seemed to have suddenly dropped a few degrees. With Shen Lan by his side, Lin Ran felt more relaxed. This trial secret realm in the school is a low-level secret realm. Most of them are black iron level beasts, but there are also a few bronze or even silver level beasts, so you must deal with them carefully. Walking down the slope with Shen Lan, Lin Ran soon discovered the first secret beast. It was a brown rabbit with red eyes and striking front teeth. Name, Jagged Rabbit. Attribute, Grass type. Grade, low grade black iron. 4-dimensional values, Strength 9, Agility 12, Spirit 6, Endurance 10. Seeing the prey, soul fire filled his dark blue eyes, and he cast skill, Ice Blade. The blue light of the crystal arm bone in his right hand circulated, and a pure white ice sword quickly condensed into shape. Etc. Lin Ran called to Shen Lan and looked at the vigilant sawtooth rabbit not far away. I'll do this. A ferocious beast of this level can easily be killed with Deep Blue's strength. But Lin Ran was ready to take this opportunity to test his own personal combat effectiveness. Awakening to become an undead beast master, in addition to relying on beast control to fight, he also has 2 professional specific combat skills. Bone Arrows Active Skill, LV1. Use your mental power to condense bone arrows to launch long-range attacks on the target. The damage is proportional to your mental value. Bone Shield Active Skill, LV1. Summons a bone shield, which can withstand physical and magical damage. The defense power is proportional to the mental value. Shenlan obeyed the order and stepped aside. The sawtooth rabbit not far away was originally faintly afraid of the terrifying aura emanating from the ice-blue bone guard. At this moment, Shen Lan retreated, leaving only a seemingly weak human in front of him. The cautious and timid Jagged Rabbit was still hesitant. Lin Ran chose to take the lead. Driven by mental power, the mind moves at will, and an arrow made of white bones appears out of thin air, swishing through the air and shooting towards the target. Bone Arrow. The arrow shot through the air. Jagged Rabbit reacted very quickly and jumped to the side to avoid, but was still missed by the arrow and scratched a wound. The enraged sawtooth rabbit's eyes glowed fiercely, and he finally fought back, rushing toward Lin Ran like a cannonball. Same moment, Lin Ran, who was already on guard, retreated one step ahead and raised his right hand. Bone Shield. Countless bones were instantly stacked up in the air in front of him, condensing into a thick bone shield. The sawtooth rabbit slammed into the bone shield. Boom! I was so dizzy. Lin Ran seized this opportunity, raised his hand and fired another bone arrow. The cold and sharp arrow instantly pierced the sawtooth rabbit's head. You killed the low-grade black iron ferocious beast, the sawtooth rabbit, and your trial points +2. The bracelet beeps. At the same time, on the beast controlling synthesis system panel, the energy points required to activate new system functions have also changed. Open black lens bracket to 100s close black lens bracket. In just one round, Lin Ran easily killed a ferocious beast made of low-grade black iron relying solely on his personal abilities. It's not that his two skills are so powerful. But now that he has shared 20% of Deep Blue's attributes, his personal combat power is comparable to that of a mid-level combat profession. This bone arrow was as powerful as a mid-level mage. Looking at the jagged rabbit corpse on the ground, Lin Ran showed a satisfied smile on his face. At this time, suddenly there was a strong wind behind me. Lin Ran turned around suddenly and found that two sawtooth rabbits jumped up behind him, and they were about to pounce in front of him with murderous intent. A flash of lightning. The ice-blue sword light bloomed brightly. The sword light flashed across, and the two saw-toothed rabbits turned into ice sculptures at the same time, slumped from midair and smashed to the ground, shattering into ice slag on the ground. Shenlin next to her calmly put away the ice sword, as if the clouds were calm and the wind was gentle. The bracelet beep sounded again, and another 4 points were earned. Kill both with one sword. Lin Ran was slightly moved. He was indeed an ice-blue bone guard with king-level qualifications, and his combat ability was stronger than he expected. Here you go. He praised his little skeleton without hesitation. When he heard the master's praise, his deep blue eyes jumped twice, conveying joy, and his fighting spirit became even higher. Lin Ran glanced at the two ice carvings of jagged rabbits on the ground and raised his eyebrows slightly. This secret trial realm is indeed full of dangers. This wave also taught him a lesson. However, with Shen Lan guarding him, he would have the confidence to deal with any danger no matter how great it was. Taking a deep breath, Lin Ran waved his hand and greeted his ice-blue bone guard. Walk. Go kill monsters. Beishi High School, Secret Trial Hall. On the big screen in the museum, surveillance pictures from various places in the secret area are displayed. On the right side of the screen is the score ranking of the trial students, which is updated every 3 hours. There are also killing records of ferocious beasts, which are refreshed in real time in the form of information flow. Class 3 Lu Li killed the middle-grade black iron beast, the arrow frog, and gained +4 points. Close black lens bracket. Class 9 Wang Dekai killed the low-grade black iron ferocious beast, the sawtooth rabbit, and gained +2 points. Close black lens bracket. Class 6 Zhou Hao killed the top-grade black iron ferocious beast, the bloodthirsty fox, and gained points +8. Close black lens bracket. A group of teachers from each class also gathered in front of the big screen, paying close attention to the students' trials. From time to time, he would utter a burst of praise or exclamation. You came up and killed the bloodthirsty fox. This is a ferocious beast of top-grade black iron, worthy of Zhou Hao. The performance of several beast masters who have contracted gold beast master qualifications is very stable. A group of teachers talked excitedly. Xiao Qing, the teacher of class 4, also stared at the big screen and prayed nervously for his students. The head teacher from class 5 next to me came over and teased. Teacher Xiao, your class doesn't have any good prospects this year, right? The best thing is to have a beast master who has contracted a silver beast master qualification. In this trial, I estimate that I will be at the bottom. Class 5 and Class 4 are adjacent to each other and usually have a competitive relationship. At this moment, the class teacher of Class 5 was also gloating about the misfortune, and Xiao Qing's face became a little gloomy. Although the words were unpleasant, they were also true. The head teacher of Class 5 seemed not to want to let go of his competitor. By the way, the beast master who contracted the black iron qualified skeleton warrior yesterday is also from your class, right? What do you say that is? Lin Ran. Ha 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 ha, this is really bad luck. He might be the first one to be forcibly teleported back today. The head teacher of class 5 laughed out loud. Xiao Qing's face tightened slightly when he heard this. Thinking of Lin Ran's daily hard work and progress, and then thinking of his black iron qualification as a skeleton warrior. Xiao Qing couldn't help but feel a little worried again, and silently prayed for his student who worked hard but lacked luck. Lin ran. Come on. I just encountered the sawtooth rabbit for the first time, and the feeling is not yet real. Until the real hunting begins on the Kanglan Highlands in this secret realm. Only then did Lin Ran really feel. How powerful is the little skeleton, Deep Blue, who has now evolved into an ice blue bone guard. Just now, 2 jagged rabbits attacked from behind and were killed by both swords. When encountering a ferocious beast that was even slightly clever, Shenlan immediately turned around and ran away. Shenlan raised his bone palm to summon the ice element out of thin air, turning it into an ice arrow, and shooting it through the air. It instantly cuts through a distance of tens of meters and hits accurately. Easily penetrate the prey's body, freeze it into a sculpture and kill it. The power and speed are even several times stronger than the bone arrows of Lin Ran, the Beast Master. All kinds of ferocious beasts with low-grade black iron. In front of the dark blue ice arrow, they almost hit one at a time. It's as easy and effortless as chopping melons and vegetables. Even if he encounters a bloodthirsty fox or a brute boar with 2 middle-grade black irons. The ice sword in the dark blue hand was swung, the ice blue sword light bloomed brightly, and it was easily brought down with 2 swipes. After that, Lin Ran only needs to concentrate on attracting monsters. Attract 1, and Deep Blue kills 1. The bracelet's beeps sounded continuously and almost never stopped. You killed the low-grade black iron ferocious beast, the sawtooth rabbit, and your trial points +2. You killed the top-grade black iron ferocious beast, the bloodthirsty fox, and your trial points are +8. You killed the middle-grade black iron ferocious beast, the brute boar, and your trial points +5. Destroy and destroy. Wherever it passes, there will be no animals. For a moment, the entire Kanglan Highlands was in a state of animal panic. Where did the perverted ice skeleton come from and went on a killing spree? Only Lin Ran looked at his points rising steadily, and the activation progress bar of new system functions also increased rapidly, and he felt more and more comfortable. This feeling, it's simply cheating to gain points. Cool. Outside the secret realm, inside the trial hall. The points ranking list on the big screen has not yet been updated, while a large amount of information data flow on the right side of the screen is constantly being pushed in real time, making it dizzying. Teachers in each class are trying their best to keep their eyes open and look for information about the students in their own class from a large amount of information data. Zhou Hao killed another high-grade black iron ferocious beast. Zhao Qian from class 1 can do it too. A snow elf with gold qualifications, I just saw her kill a bloodthirsty fox. Ha 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 ha. That guy Lu Li is taking his bull beast everywhere to chase rabbits. He has already killed 4 sawtooth rabbits. Seeing the outstanding performance of students in their own classes, the teachers couldn't help but beam with joy and brag to their colleagues. Suddenly, an exclamation came from among the teachers. Look, Mu Qingyao from class 10, killed a wasteland gray wolf with the best black iron. A full 20 points. As soon as this statement came out, all the teachers couldn't help but be surprised and moved. The students who participated in the Secret Realm trial this time are currently only at the lower level of the first level, which is equivalent to the black iron of the ferocious beast. Being able to defeat a middle-grade black iron ferocious beast is already pretty good. It is estimated that less than 1/10 of the more than 1,000 students in this senior year of high school can do it alone against a ferocious beast of high-grade black iron. As for the powerful beast of black iron, only a handful of top students, such as those contracted with gold-qualified beast masters, can handle it. Although Mu Qingyao is not a beast master, but the hidden profession of the light spirit swordsman is even more powerful. Mu Qingyao must be number 1 in this standings. Some teachers couldn't help but sigh, and other teachers nodded in agreement, looking at the head teacher of class 10 with envy in their eyes. Only Xiao Qing, the head teacher of class 4, was still looking at the big screen with his eyes wide open, looking a little dazed. Colleagues nearby noticed something strange about Xiao Qing and asked with concern. Teacher Xiao, what's wrong? Have you seen the students in your class? The 5th class teacher still looked teasing and mocking. Ha ha ha. Teacher Xiao is thinking about Lin Ran, who is the last person in the class, right? It's not easy. That guy hasn't been forcibly teleported yet. Xiao Qing did not open his mouth to refute. Instead, after listening to the words of the head teacher of class 5, She showed a bit of hesitation on her face. No, nothing. Maybe I saw it wrong. Because just now, the information stream on the right side of the screen about the killing of various ferocious beasts was constantly refreshing. She seemed to have seen Lin Ran's name. That is a situation that is almost impossible to happen according to common sense. Class 4 Lin Ran killed the Black Iron Beast, the Wasteland Grey Wolf, and gained plus 20 points. Close black lens bracket. What is even more outrageous is that it is unbelievable. Such information data. Just now on the big screen, she seemed to see more than one. Secret Realm, Kanglin Highlands. On the ground of the wasteland, the bodies of 3 wasteland grey wolves lay quietly. 3 ferocious beasts made of top-quality black iron. At this moment, all life has been cut off and turned into broken ice sculptures. A creature like the wasteland grey wolf. It turns out they live in groups. Lin Ran breathed a sigh of relief. When he pulled the monster, he pulled it hard. He thought there was only one monster, but unexpectedly there were 3 monsters. Fortunately, Deep Blue lived up to expectations. 1 versus 3. First, he raised his hand and shot Ice Arrow to freeze one, then he held the ice sword and pointed it directly at the face to kill one first. The moment the 3rd Wasteland Grey Wolf roared towards him, he activated Elementalization and turned into ice plastic, immune to the attack. Harm. With another backhand Ice Cube Storm Pheasant's mouth, the summoned giant ice bird fanned its ice crystal wings and flew towards the 2nd Grey Wolf that had not yet escaped from the ice. Kill the target. Then he turned around like lightning, raised his sword, and faced the 3rd Grey Wolf. Ice blue sword light flashed across. Complete 3 kills. Surrounded by the corpse of the Wasteland Grey Wolf, the figure of the Ice Blue Bone Guard stood calmly, the ice sword in his hand exuding sparkling cold air. There is a breathtaking picture beauty. As a beast master, Lin Ran couldn't help but take a breath of cold air, and his mind was swaying. Indeed, Ice Blue Bone Guard with king-level qualifications. With Lin Ran's panel attributes now comparable to those of the 1st level mid-level, he can handle mid-level or even high-level black iron beasts in a single fight. But he was just being chased by the Black Iron Wasteland Grey Wolf. His bone arrows fell on the opponent and could not cause any obvious damage, and the summoned protective bone shield was smashed to pieces by the Grey Wolf with one claw. If there is no Deep Blue, just a Wasteland Grey Wolf is definitely not something he can handle. But, in front of Deep Blue, even if this is a powerful and ferocious beast made of top-quality black iron, still can only drink hatred on the spot. After killing 3 Wasteland Grey Wolves, he directly received 60 Secret Realm points. Lin Ran's accumulated points have reached 117 points. At the same time, the system's new function activation progress bar is just full. The pleasant system prompt sounded in Lin Ran's ears. It is detected that the energy value reaches 100 points. Close black lens bracket. Congratulations to the host. Close black lens bracket. Activate to open new system functions. Open black lens bracket lucky treasure. Close black lens bracket. Following the lottery roulette. The second function of the system is activated. Open black lens bracket lucky treasure. Close black lens bracket. Lin Ran looked delighted, and without hesitation he called up the system page and clicked on the new lucky treasure panel. On the panel, a 4x4/16 square grid pattern appeared. According to the system's instructions, there are various rewards hidden in the 16 treasure grids. Each time you open a treasure grid, you need to consume 500 energy points. The new function has just been activated, and the system generously gave Lin Ran a chance to draw. Betting on luck. A smile appeared on Lin Ran's face. He is a man who calls himself the Emperor of Europe. He has surpassed the level of SSR in the first 10 draws. Start pumping. Lin Ran stretched out his finger and randomly selected the middle square on the 16th square. The grid is flipped and lit. As soon as it came up, the system gave a surprise. Congratulations to the host for winning the prize. Cheats, Golden Bell. Close black lens bracket. Along with a soft light, a simple thread-bound book fell into Lin Ran's hands. Name: Cheats Golden Bell cover. Rating: B+ grade. Description: Buddhist secrets can be used to synthesize professional skills. Lin Ran's eyes lit up. B+ rated material. Although it's a lot worse than the S-level frozen fruit I drew on the lottery roulette before, it's still pretty good. What's more important is that this golden bell is actually used for the synthesis of professional skills. That is to say, the synthesis function of the system is not limited to the synthesis and upgrade of beast masters. Even his own beast master profession can be made stronger through synthesis. At this time, the system panel screen flashed and jumped to the synthesis interface that Lin Ran was familiar with. Two synthetic spaces appeared side by side in his field of vision. It has been detected that the professional skill that can be synthesized bone shield is detected. Close black lens bracket. Synthetic material detected. Cheats, golden bell cover. Close black lens bracket. Whether to confirm the selection. Close black lens bracket. Lin Ran suppressed the joy and excitement in his heart. Confirm. The next moment, the icons of Skill Bone Shield and Cheats Golden Bell appeared in the two juxtaposed boxes. The synthesis conditions have been met, whether to start synthesis. Close black lens bracket. Lin Ran nodded without hesitation. Start. As Lin Ran finished speaking, the secret golden bell in his hand instantly shattered and scattered into countless golden light spots, pouring into his body. At the same time, the two icons on the system panel also began to move closer to the middle. Under Lin Ran's breathless gaze, the two icons quickly moved closer to a perfect overlap. The moment they merge into one icon, a bright light suddenly bloomed. Same moment, there was a loud bang in Lin Ran's head. Familiar feeling. Once again, I was pulled into another world. This is a vast Qingxia gorge like a natural moat. Overwhelming ferocious beasts kept pouring out from the cracks in the void, almost filling the entire canyon. The aura of every ferocious beast is extremely powerful. Even the weakest one among them is 100 times stronger than the black iron wasteland gray wolf. There are even giant beasts the size of mountain peaks, exuding a terrifying and boiling aura, surrounded by diamond-like light that symbolizes the level of the realm. The tide of ferocious beasts swept forward like an angry wave, surging forward. Head straight for the only exit of the canyon. And in front of the exit of the canyon, there was a figure sitting cross-legged. The silhouette could only be vaguely seen, but the true face could not be seen clearly. Around that figure, there are countless golden Sanskrit words floating around. The simple and complicated scriptures emit a soft and thick golden light, solemn and grand, condensed into 9 shields, covering the figure airtight. The terrifying attacks of the ferocious beasts even hit the shield hard like a raging wave. But it was easily crushed and resolved. Even those diamond-level ferocious beasts as huge as mountains hit the shield and made an earth-shattering noise, but were violently knocked away by Piran's huge force in an instant, and flew backwards thousands of meters with blood. The offensive of hundreds of millions of ferocious beasts was blocked by this figure. The ferocious beasts in front of me are like a tidal wave. Behind you lies the mighty plain. This scene is so shocking that it makes people feel passionate and magnificent. The real one man is in charge and all beasts are invincible. As if feeling the gaze coming from somewhere, the figure in front of the Qingxia gorge nodded slightly and looked back. The moment their eyes met, Lin Ran's mind was shocked again. Countless golden Sanskrit words surged towards him, and 5 large golden characters reflected in his mind. Wanfa Mingwang Shield, thoughts came back like a tide. Opening his eyes again, Lin Ran found that Skill Bone Shield and Cheats Golden Bell on the system synthesis panel had been merged into one grid. The light faded, leaving a brand new skill icon lying quietly in the synthesis grid. The original, Bone Shield, skill icon now has a golden edge on the shield pattern, as if the substance is slowly flowing. Synthesis completed. Close black lens bracket. Congratulations to the host for obtaining a new professional skill. Lujin Bone Shield. Close black lens bracket. The cold mechanical prompt sound of the system came, but it sounded extremely pleasant to Lin Ran's ears. I can't wait to check out the skill description of the new Bone Shield. What I saw once again gave Lin Ran a huge surprise. Fluid Gold Bone Shield active skill, LV1 summons a bone shield, blends it with the magic of the golden bell, and is blessed with the power of Buddhism. The shield flows with golden Sanskrit, and its resistance to physical and spell damage is greatly improved, and it has anti-injury. The effect has a shock back effect. Even though he was mentally prepared, Lin Ran couldn't help but take a deep breath. Properties of new skills. It's not just the dual resistance to physical spell damage that's been strengthened. And it also adds 2 powerful passive effects. The original Bone Shield skill may be slightly inferior to the defense skills of other first-level professions. But now this liquid gold Bone Shield. Its attribute effects may even be comparable to the exclusive defense skills of the 3 realms and 4 realms combat professions. More importantly, this is only the effect of LV1 level. Lin Ran recalled the shocking scene he just saw in his mind. Wanfa Mingwang Shield. That is the ultimate form of this liquid gold Bone Shield. When he develops this skill to the extreme, he may be able to suppress hundreds of millions of ferocious beasts on his own without relying on beast control. Lin Ran shook his head and put these thoughts away from his mind for the time being. Then text description. Skills are more intuitive to see with your own eyes. He took a deep breath, used his mental power, and summoned the synthesized and upgraded liquid gold Bone Shield for the first time. Driven by spiritual power, the newly evolved liquid gold Bone Shield quickly appeared in front of Lin Ran, floating in the air. It is also a bone shield made of condensed white bones, but the bones that make up the shield are more crystal white than before, and there are pale golden ancient Sanskrit characters flowing slowly through it like life. The entire shield exudes a faint golden light. The breath is restrained. But it seems to be a majestic treasure. Just in terms of appearance, it is more than a little bit stronger than the original Bone Shield. Lin Ran turned his eyes to Deep Blue, the little skeleton standing guard loyally on the side, and gave instructions. Dark Blue, try attacking me. After listening to the instructions, the soul fire in the Deep Blue eyes jumped, showing some doubts. But at Lin Ran's request, the little skeleton still obeyed the instructions and raised his hand to summon an ice arrow out of thin air. A whistling sound broke through the air. Frost arrows exuding sparkling cold air shot out instantly, hitting the liquid gold Bone Shield in front of Lin Ran solidly. Snapped. The ice arrow suddenly exploded into powder. The golden Sanskrit text on the flowing gold Bone Shield flows quietly, and the entire shield remains motionless, as if it has not been damaged at all. Lin Ran was moved. This defense was stronger than he expected. If it were replaced by the ordinary skill Bone Shield before the synthesis and upgrade, the damage of Deep Blue's ice arrow would be enough to break the shield with one blow. Now, for the fluid gold Bone Shield, it is completely painless. Dark Blue, do it again. The little skeleton was a little surprised by the power of his master's new shield. Now he listened to the order and took action again without hesitation. This time, Deep Blue no longer retains any strength. With a sudden kick on the ground, the ice blue bone guard holding an ice blade rushed towards him like lightning. A bright ice blue sword light lit up, carrying astonishing power. The slash fell hard on the golden Bone Shield. At the same moment, the Bone Shield suddenly bloomed with golden light, and the golden Sanskrit writing flowing between the bones quickly condensed and surged towards the center as if it were alive, swallowing the ice blue bone guard's slash. Violent energy fluctuations swept across. The airwaves set off suddenly blew in all directions. Shen Lan was knocked back on the spot and slid back several meters before regaining his balance. When the smoke and dust dissipated, the liquid gold Bone Shield was still suspended in front of the Beast Master. The Beast Master was safe and sound. There is a crack in the center of the shield, but it is still strong and intact. It can at least withstand several more attacks of this level. Lin Ran took a deep breath, and then couldn't help showing joy. Far exceeded expectations. With Deep Blue's current panel attributes, the damage of this blow is comparable to that of a top-grade bronze beast. This liquid gold Bone Shield is stronger than the original Bone Shield. The defense is several times stronger. Moreover, the reverse damage and shock back effects in the skill text description are also effectively reflected. In this way, his personal combat power as an undead beast master has also been improved to a big level. In terms of attack power, the bone arrows are not very impressive, and they are not enough to cause damage when encountering top-quality black iron or even bronze-level ferocious beasts. But in terms of defense, with the liquid gold Bone Shield, he already has the ability to calmly protect himself in front of bronze-level ferocious beasts. In other words, Lin Ran showed a smile on his face. Next, you can completely let go of your hands and feet and pull monsters like crazy. The action of pulling monsters to increase points continues. The entire Kanglin Highlands was once again stirred up by someone in a certain ice blue bone guard. The constant attracting monsters also made the cooperation between Lin Ran and Shenlin become more and more tacit and skillful. Now with the liquid gold bone shield, Lin Ran's fault tolerance rate for pulling monsters has skyrocketed. It turned out that he pulled 2 or 3 high-grade black iron ferocious beasts at the same time. All require careful attention, and now, it's no problem to pull down 3 or 5 top-quality black wasteland grey wolves in one go. Just now, when Lin Ran was pulling monsters, he also encountered another ferocious beast from the Black Iron Ultimate, Wind Demon Fox, which is a powerful ferocious beast that can cast wind blades. As a result, the Wind Demon Fox sprayed wind blades at Lin Ran, and finally sprayed himself until he was exhausted. Lin Ran only had some bone fragments scraped off the golden bone shield on his body, and there was no pain or itching. In the end, Shenlin came over with a finishing blow and easily completed the kill. As they continued to go deeper into the Kanglin Highlands, the strength of the ferocious beasts Lin Ran and Shenlin encountered continued to grow stronger. But with the cooperation of Lin Ran and Shenlin, they still cut through the cracks and chop the melons and vegetables. Sweep forward and push forward at a fast speed. You killed the Black Iron Ultimate ferocious beast, the Wind Demon Fox, and your trial points +20. You killed the top-grade Black Iron ferocious beast, the Brute Boar, and your trial points are +9. You killed the ultimate ferocious beast of Black Iron, the Wasteland Grey Wolf, and your trial points +20. Secret Realm points keep rising. The energy value of the system is also increasing. Every time a ferocious beast is killed, various materials from the ferocious beast such as sawtooth rabbit skin, brute boar tusks, and grey wolf claws were revealed, all of which are collected by Lin Ran into the Beast Master's exclusive storage, within object space. Just relying on these materials and selling them on the market would be enough for him to make a small fortune. At the same time, in the constant battles, Deep Blue's level has been upgraded by 2 levels in a row, and the attribute panel has also changed. Name: Ice Blue Bone Guard. Attributes: Ice System, Undead System. Growth Qualification: King's Middle Grade. Current level: Low Grade Black Iron, Level 3. 4-dimensional values: Strength 100, Agility 100, Spirit 220, Endurance 100. For each level, the Strength, Agility and Endurance attributes increase by 5 points respectively, and the mental attributes increase by 10 points. Upgraded to 2 levels now. The value will double again. Every 10 levels of Beast Mastering, you will be promoted to a minor level. According to Shenlin's King level growth qualifications, not only the initial attribute panel is far superior to other beasts, but the increase in attributes of this upgrade is also astonishing. Lin Ran quickly calculated and came to the conclusion. When Deep Blue reaches the middle level of Black Iron, the 4-dimensional attribute values will be doubled, and the strength sensitivity and resistance will be close to 150 points. At that time, even without using the ultimate move, Eternal Frost King, it will be enough to compete with the silver-level ferocious beasts. And if the ultimate move is activated, I can't even imagine it. Lin Ran's eyes couldn't help but shine brightly, and his fighting spirit became more and more high. Dark Blue. Continue. The Secret Trial Realm, somewhere in Kanglin Highlands. Zhou Hao, the top student in Class 7, commanded his gold mid-grade flame wolf to spit out a red fireball, roasting another top-grade black iron ferocious beast Wind Demonic Fox into black charcoal. Surrounded by other onlookers, there were shouts of admiration and admiration. Zhou Hao had a proud look on his face. Got another 20 points. Now, his total Secret Realm points have reached an astonishing 215 points. Even compared with the other guys who also contracted gold qualifications to control beasts, this is definitely an amazing result. The number 1 in the standings this time must definitely be Brother Zhou. Next to him is a boy from his own class who flatters him enthusiastically. Zhou Hao waved his hands slightly with a reserved look on his face. It's still early. Those other guys shouldn't be underestimated either. A younger brother exclaimed, "Hey, it's time. The standings update has been announced." The surrounding students suddenly started making noises and commotion, and they couldn't wait to raise their bracelets to check. Zhou Hao also perked up and raised his arm to look at his trial bracelet, with unstoppable anticipation in his heart. First place. Or, at least it should be among the top 3. However, at this moment, a shocking and unbelievable exclamation suddenly broke out from the crowd around him. Zhou Hao's eyelids twitched slightly, feeling vaguely strange, but he suppressed his doubts and looked at the display screen of the bracelet. The moment you see clearly the rankings on the points list. This is the top student in Class 7 who is contracted with the middle grade golden qualification Flame Wolf. The whole person felt like being struck by lightning. Momentarily sluggish. What's this? At the same time, somewhere in Kanglin Highlands, Zhao Qian from Class 1 and Ding He from Class 8 happened to get together. Both of them are excellent beast masters contracted with gold qualifications to control beasts. One is a low-grade gold snow elf. One is the gold medium-grade steel rock crab. In the past 3 hours of trials, they each used their own beast control to kill many high-level beasts and gain a large number of points. At this moment, the two of them were also talking about the standings. I have 170 points now, what about you? 185, which is just a little more than you. We should have no problem finishing in the top 5, but the top 3 is still a bit up in the air. That Zhou Hao probably broke 200 points. But there is definitely no dispute at the top of the list. It should be Mu Qingyao's. Speaking of Mu Qingyao from Class 10, the two genius beastmasters also had envious expressions on their faces. The light swordsman who hides his profession is amazing. At the same level, the combat power is even stronger than those of us beastmasters who have contracted gold qualifications to control beasts. In her case, the points may be almost 300. During the conversation, the trial bracelets on both men's hands simultaneously issued a "Didi" reminder. Zhao Qian and Ding He's eyes lit up at the same time. They looked at each other, and then looked at their respective bracelets in unison, suppressing their excitement and anticipation, and quickly opened the display screen. The moment you see the list information clearly. The two top students from Beishi High School both had the same dull and shocked expressions on their faces as Zhou Hao. What? Kanglin Highland, deep. With an unwilling roar, the body of the lower-grade bronze beast Big Rock Snake crashed to the ground, making no sound anymore. A beautiful and slender figure was reflected in the flying smoke. The ponytail was tied back casually, and the dust brought by the fierce battle still couldn't hide the beautiful and delicate face. Mu Qingyao breathed a sigh of relief. It is indeed not easy to deal with a low-grade bronze beast. In particular, the Big Rock Snake is an Earth-attributed beast, which is naturally incompatible with her profession. So even if she was a light swordsman with a hidden profession, it took her a full 2/4 of an hour to defeat him. However, with 50 points in hand, the hard work is still worth it. Mu Qingyao had a bit of a smile on her face. Now, her secret realm points have reached a full 327 points. Compared with the few beast masters in the same class who have contracted gold qualifications to control beasts, they should be able to stay a step ahead. Of course, she did not focus entirely on the competition in this secret trial. Although she was determined to win the first place in the trial, what she really wanted to compete for was the college entrance examination that would be held soon. Gifted students from other high schools in Shanghai City. Putting away the wind spirit sword floating in front of her, trembling endlessly, Mu Qingyao prepared to leave and continue deep into the high ground. There may be stronger middle-grade or even high-grade bronze beasts ahead. She needs to hone and improve herself through stronger opponents. At this time, the trial bracelet on the wrist made a beeping sound. Mu Qingyao casually raised her wrist and glanced at the display screen of the bracelet. She was absolutely confident in her ranking at the top of the list, and just planned to take a look at the subsequent ranking results of other competitors. And this look. But the school beauty of Beishi High School was suddenly stunned. On the delicate and charming face. The first time he showed a shocked look. How can it be? Beishi High School, Secret Trial Hall. The teachers of each class in the venue stood under the display screen, looking eagerly at the points list that was about to be updated and released on the display screen. Hurry, come out soon. I wonder whose class the top 10 are from. Oh, the top students like Zhao Qian, Lu Li, Ding He and Zhou Hao must be at least in the top 10 or 5. Mu Qingyao must be number 1, Lao Zhou's class 10 is going to steal the show today. Xiao Qing, the head teacher of class 4, stood aside, also clenching his hands, staring at the points list that was about to be refreshed on the big screen, with nervousness and somewhat inexplicable expectations. The head teacher of Class 5 came over again and teased and mocked. "Teacher Xiao, why, do you still think students in your class will have a chance to be on the list? Ha 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 ha, there is only one beast master in your class who has contracted the silver qualification. The top 10 on this list, don't even think about it anyway." At this time, there was a cry of joy among the teachers. Updated. The list is out. For a moment, almost everyone's eyes were eagerly looking at the list on the big screen. And the next second, the entire secret trial hall suddenly fell into a dead silence. The teachers in each class are considered to have rich teaching experience and are well informed, but without exception, at this moment, their faces looked shocked and disbelieving, their eyes widened, their mouths opened in an O shape, and they stared blankly at everyone. Screen ranking. 5th place, Class 8, Dinghe, 185 points. Close black lens bracket. 4th place, Class 3, Luli 194 points. Close black lens bracket. 3rd place, Class 4, Zohao 215 points. Close black lens bracket. The rankings of these few were not too surprising. They were dominated by several classes of Beastmaster students who had contracted gold qualifications to control beasts. Open black lens bracket. Article 2. Close black lens bracket. Class 10, Mu Qingyao. Points 327. Close black lens bracket. Ranked 2nd, Mu Qingyao's points were more than 100 points ahead of the 3, 4, and 5 classmates behind her. People can't help but be amazed and moved. But the same problem lies precisely here. Even Mu Qingyao, who had defeated several gold-qualified beast-controlling contractors, could only be ranked 2nd. That 1st place. Who else could it be? In the trial hall, which was completely silent, the ranking information in the first line at the top of the list displayed on the big screen revealed the answer to everyone. Number 1. Close black lens bracket. Class 4, Lin Ran. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Integral. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. 968 points. Close black lens bracket. Next moment, the entire trial hall was completely shaken. Xiao Qing, the head teacher of Class 4, felt his brain buzzing and almost felt dizzy. Lin Ran. It's Lin Ran from our class. Thanks for watching, subscribe and support my channel.